Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are doing well. So today's topic is Route 53. It is again a new chapter in our series called AWS Solution Architect Associate. Hope you find well thing on the prior videos and hope you go through with each and every videos. So today we are going to discuss on Route 53. So Route 53 is again a core part of the AWS service, and it is one of the service where we can use the AWS infrastructure in a very well structured manner. So we'll discuss on introduction part. AWS Route 53 is a AWS authoritative domain service, domain name system service. So as we all know about the DNS, like DNS is a we can consider a domain name system service, okay, and which is responsible to resolve the name server or as authoritative name service, where we can create different records like A record, quad A records for IPv6, NS, MX record, DMARC record, TXT record, and so many. So AWS is also having an authoritative service where we can host our domain. We can purchase a domain from that, and we can create authoritative domain service. DNS is a tier 0 service. Availability is the most important. So it is tier 0 service, as I again mentioned earlier. It is a very important and very core service of Amazon. If somehow DNS or Route 53 is not available, many of the domain provider or many of the customers are not being available on internet because of Route 53. So again, it is a very important and very responsible service for the AWS. No pre-warm up required, handles unpredictable traffic. So there is no unpredictable traffic will require to manage this pre-warm up. Pay as you go pricing, only pay for the resource as you use. This is the biggest benefit of using cloud technologies. You need to pay what you use. There is no like additional payment you need to do without using that particular resources. Now how it works, like how DNS, as we all know about the DNS, what is DNS and what are the different records and what it actually use. So how it actually works. So first, user is trying to browse, for example, in this example it shows www.example.com. so user is trying to identify ping or the browse this URL. So first it trying to identify from local DNS authoritative server to the DNS resolver. So it navigate to some DNS resolver, like for example, if you have ISP called any XYZ, for example Vodafone, Airtel, Idea, whatever, or GTPL or anyone. So trying to identify the resolution from the local DNS resolver, then it trying to identify with authority of the particular domain. So somehow in this example we have Amazon Route 53. Many of the DNS authority provider like GoDaddy, Hostinger, or any other, so they have authoritative record of this particular example.com. You can consider your domain. Then it resolve that Route 53 or any other DNS authority will resolve the IP address of that particular resource, and it resolve to DNS resolver, and then it responds with the users. So DNS translate domain name into IP address to route traffic to website. Now what are the key features? For example, let's say these are the key feature why we are supposed to use Route 53 as a DNS authority provider. High availability, advantage of routing, geo DNS, load based routing and weight based routing. These are the all types of the record or the routing methodology which is supposed to be managed by Route 53 records. Private DNS, you can also create a private DNS zone. Health check failover, also it provides the health check. Domain name registration, alias record to AWS resources. There you can create and manage the alias based resource as well. Routing policy. Now, as we discussed on the prior video, slide, that there are some of the routing methodologies like advanced routing, geo, DNS, LBR. So what are they? What are the different routing methodology support by AWS? So these are the routing policies: simple, failover, geolocation, geo proximity, and latency. So simple routing is similar to the our record, like a record you created for example.com, or like shop.example.com or web.example.com. So it is similar to the routing. Failover, use when you want to pre-configured as active passive failover. You can use failover routing to create a record in a private hosted zone. Then we have geolocation. Use when you want a route traffic based on the location of your user, and you can use geo location routing to create a record in a private hosted zone. Then you have geo proximity. When you want to route a traffic based on your location of your resources, optionally shift traffic from resources one locations to another. And last one is the latency. You use when you have resources, multiple AWS region, and you want to create a traffic to region that provide the best latency. And you can use latency routing to create a record in a private hosted zone. So these are the different routing policies supported by the AWS Route 53. Now, latency routing policy used when resources in multiple AWS you want to traffic. IP based, when you want a route traffic based on the location of your user, and IP address that have a traffic originate from. Then multi-answer routing policy, use when you want a Route 53 to respond a DNS queries with a 8 healthy records selected at random, and you can have multi-value answer routing create with the private hosted zone. And last one will be weighted routing policy used to traffic multiple resources in promotions that you specified, and you can have a weighted routing records created in private zone. So these are the picture of these different routing policy. You can consider like simple user request, raise a request and on Route 53, and simple it 100% navigate to app. That means our app server. Second will be weighted. User will Route 53 will have weighted technology on 80% will be response from the app once, and remaining from this server. Failover, let's say if one of the primary instance being failed, so then it is responding to secondary. Latency, there are some users like US users and Mumbai users. Route 53 AP South 1 and AP West 1. So US users will get the response from the US East 1. As far as if we talk about Mumbai users, then it navigate to AP South 1. Geolocation, rest of the world default region, and for Mumbai users get response from AP South 1. Multi-user answer, user Route 53, then user 1 will be some different location, app location, and this third user will be get different one. Geo proximity 7A, like Mumbai, Mumbai to Hyderabad and Hyderabad to. So here we can say in Ahmedabad, in India we have two locations like AP South 1 and AP South 2. So Mumbai again on region specific or the location specific, they get a response from that particular. And geo proximity, that Mumbai, Mumbai to and Hyderabad users, if buyers who having the 50 like more uh, proximity, or we can say the load on the particular different location, then the response is response from the AP South 1. So these are the different routing policies on which is supported by the AWS Route 53. Let's again define more effective way. It allowing configure DNS with no unique Route 53 routing. It mainly used on the single resources, similar to like source to destination. Failover, it route traffic alternate resource when previous resource is unhealthy, and it makes one ELB or active mode and another one be standby mode. It switch automatically when there is a failover. Geo routing, it's similar as we discussed, like similar to the routing based location, and it localize the content on the users. Geo proximity routing, it route traffic route based on the geographic location and user resources based on the geographic location and their resource. Latency, according to latency period of time or the lowest serving the request from the lowest serving AWS region, and weighted at again 80-20 measurement for the resource. Now what are the key features? First one is reliable, fast, integrate with AWS, easy to use, cost effective and flexible. These are the key features why we choose Route 53. 54 plus edge location supported by AWS SLA, worldwide Anycast network, integrate with many of the different services, SDK, cheaper, and supported with the round robin and frequency based different responses, and run applications on AWS using many other services. Some of the limitations, we have to understand the two part of the same coin. Some of the major key features we understand now. There are some limitations over there. Even though it's sophisticated DNS service with many user capabilities, Route 53 has a number of significant limitations. Most crucial are as follow. DNSSEC is not supported by, it is not possible to use DNSSEC on AWS Route 53. DNSSEC is able to thwart a man-in-middle attack with the other kind of DNS service. A single point of failure when combined with the other AWS service, AWS root service from single point of failure. And AWS Route 53 disaster recovery associate problems are the result. If one point failure, then it will affect the other as well. Price, the service is pricey, especially enterprise using Route 53. With non-AWS and service, particularly pricey are the inquiries for the each record which you apply a query, and it additionally $50 for visual editor as well. So it is, as compared to different service provider, DNS provider, it is more pricey as compared if we talk about the individual records and individual queries and other stuff. So let me navigate to AWS console directly first. You can have the Route 53 service. You can simply just search Route 53. Here there are many more options like DNS management, availability monitor, traffic management and domain registration. So you can simply register a domain. So if you don't know whether the domain is available or not, then you can simply just like, let me check with the tech server global.com whether it's available or not. Simple, you can check. Yes, domain is available, and the cost of that particular domain is $13 USD. Also, the suggested domains are textserverglobal.org, .com, .shop, sorry, not .com, .marketing, something, something. So you can select if you require to buy, but you need to proceed to checkout, and it is not a part of the free tier. So you need to pay for 13 USD. Let me leave this. So where you have a simple notification, there are hosted zones if available with the domain. Also, you can migrate from the existing domains to here. When you navigate to dashboard, you can like copy or hosted zone from the another. Also, you can just host it a private hosted zone. Let me text server global dot shop. A private determine how traffic been route within AWS VPC. So it is again a private one. So choose the region. Let me choose this APUs, and default there is only one VPC. Create hosted zone. So you can create a private zone without having the without purchasing this. So here you can see there are records of NS. There are 4 NS and SOA. SOA authority zone. Also you can create a records. Now let me just add taste. Here there are records like A record, quad A, CNAME, MX or TXT, PTR, SRV, SPF and other stuff. Now let me choose A. Here you have let me just add test in just 10.0.0.16. There are routing policies which we have discussed on the video, like simple, weighted, geolocation, latency and failover and multi. For example, if you have weighted, then you can check weight and health check ID and record with load balancer. If you select geolocation, choose your location and record ID of you need to provide a CNAME of or the IP of the load balancer. Latency, again you need to choose a region, and failover, primary or secondary. This account, if the IP or the resource will be matched with this, then it should be primary, and if it is record type is secondary, then it should be secondary one. And multi-value, you can have multi-choice record ID of this. You can add another first response from this, second response with this account. So you can add multi-record. If you want to see the existing, there are three. Also, if you talk about more on the DNS, you can get a Whois record from the different website called like GoDaddy. As I have a domain called textserverglobal.shop registered with my GoDaddy, so I can just search with this query, and I'm getting all the details regarding this domain. So if you don't know whether domain is registered or not, you can simply search on this URL. Also, if we validate on the valid domain, you can have this A record, NS, CNAME, www and CNAME. So simply as compared to GoDaddy, similar it is similar product with the Route 53. So when you register your domain, you can get all these options as with Route 53. So hope you guys find well things on this video, and will also release a new videos on this series very soon. Hope you guys find well idea on the different topic using my videos, and thank you for watching this video. Kindly subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.